trials and tribulations coming up this way. Mm-mm-mm. Gotta keep on rolling. You got to keep on going. If you wanna go, baby, go ahead and walk out the door. I'm thinking of oh, Lord. What a day. What a day I've had, you guys. I'm exhausted. I worked a double shift today, trying to make a couple extra dollars. Place I worked at today just drained me. It drained me. It drained me. It drained me. I am exhausted, child. Exhausted. My hair is a mess. I'm a mess. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? What y'all doing up? Let me know what you doing up. If you wanna go, baby, go ahead and walk out the door. This ring gon' keep on rolling. Just keep on going. If you wanna go, baby, go ahead and walk out the door. Hi, how are you? I'm on my way home. I'm exhausted. On my way back to my homeless shelter. I worked all day. Yes, I did. I'm so tired, y'all. Y'all can't even understand how tired I am. Oh my goodness. Make sure I'm on the right channel. But I'm drained, y'all. I'm drained. My boss called me today. Said, "You want to do some overtime?" I said yes. She said, "You want to do some overtime?" I said yes. I said yes. You want overtime? Yes. I need to make some money. Yes, I do. I want the overtime. I don't want the overtime, but I want the overtime. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it, but I want it. You know what I mean? And I remember this place that I worked at today. I used to work here when I was in the thick of going through my hell. I was working there, driving a hoopty, a car with a bad gas leak. How are you from India? What's going on? I see you. I'm just talking about my testimony, right? This is the store that I worked in when I lost my apartment. And this is the store I worked in when my niece kicked me out in the street. I was working at this place. So I would never forget. This location is where, and this job hired me when I was in the thick of it, when I was in the worst seasons of my life. This job hired me. Yes, this place hired me. So I'm always have a special place in my heart for this place because this is where it all started at for me. But it's far. And it's a lot of driving and I'm tired and I don't freaking feel like doing anything. All I want to do is go to sleep. But the good thing is when I get back to the shelter, I get back there in like an hour or so. But when I get back, it's probably gonna be like an hour and a half to be honest. When I get back, all I gotta do is just go to bed. I'm waking up tomorrow. I gotta wake up early anyway. I wish I could sleep in because since it's my day off, right? I wish I could sleep in, but I can't. I'm not gonna be able to because I'm not at home. Ranish from India, how are you? So I'm not gonna be able to. I wish I could sleep in. That's the thing I miss about having my own place, like just being able to do what you want to do. That's why I just pray. I continue to keep my prayers up that I'm gonna find me a place to live at some point because I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I had a fish sandwich from McDonald's today. I stopped and got me a fish sandwich on my way to the other building that I work at. So yes, got me a little fish sandwich, and that was that. I'm supposed to go to church tomorrow, and I really don't even feel like going, to be honest. Like I really don't want to go, but I'm gonna push myself because I really have nowhere else to go but to church. You know what I'm saying? Go to church, spending and wasting all this freaking gas. I'm just over it. I'm over it. You hear me? But this is life, and this is what this is the hand that I was dealt. This is the hand that I dealt myself, to be honest. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead and walk out the door. I wish I literally lived 5 minutes away. That'd be so amazing, right? That'd be nice if all of our jobs can be just so conveniently close to our that we don't have to drive far and waste all this freaking gas money and everything. Oh my God, I'm over it. I'm over it. Trying to take my makeup off my face. I'll be a little bit more rested that way. I usually do take off my makeup when I'm driving. I just take the little thing and just take the makeup off. Some people would be like, oh God, that's so dangerous. Why are you doing that? Well, life is life. Life is life. I'm trying to find my makeup pads. I buy this witch hazel. I get this right from the Dollar Tree. This takes off my makeup cheap instead of buying them expensive makeup remover wipes. I just get the witch hazel from the Dollar Tree, and I put this on a cotton sponge, and I wipe off all the makeup off my face. That's what we doing here, honey. Go ahead and walk out the door. One thing you gotta remember, you gotta keep on going. What's going on, you guys? I'm exhausted, but I'm glad that I was able to make some extra couple dollars. You know what I mean? Oh, I might have to move this phone, right? Because I just passed the police officer. I don't want him to come back and get me because he's going to be like, you're on live video and you're driving. I mean, my Cherry Hill Medford. No, I can't go that way. We're not going that way. We're going straight, darling. We're going straight, darling. Go ahead and walk out the door. One thing you gotta remember, you gotta keep on going. Wonder what the weather's gonna be tomorrow. Hopefully it's as beautiful as it was today, even though I was at work all day. Yeah, I went into work at 9 a.m. and got off at 9 p.m. I'm exhaustedly tired, darling. Exhaustedly tired, darling. Exhaustedly tired, darling. Exhausted. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta figure out my hours, see what my mileage and all that stuff. Life just be life, and you know what I'm saying? Life just be really, really freaking life. One thing you gotta remember. It's about to be real busy around here because the holiday season is coming upon us, which I don't pay it no mind at all. I don't pay the holidays no mind. One thing you gotta remember. Yeah, I'm just getting off of work, Renee. How are you? You go to church, it makes us stronger for tomorrow. I need to go to church tomorrow, right? I mean, I don't have anywhere else to go tomorrow, so I'm probably going to shelter, and they kick us out anyway at like 5:30 in the morning. Leave anyway. I mean, I could stay on the floor all day, but what am I going to be doing tomorrow? Nothing. I'm off. I'm not doing much. I'm gonna get up, do a little exercise before I go to church, and then I'm gonna go to church. You're right, to make me stronger in this world because we got to be strong in this world. Because I'm saying people make you want to just trip out. People are so ignorant and nasty and disgusting. People at my job are nasty. Like you try to help people and I mean, I'm just saying I'm trying to help people to do my job, and you got these pushy people. Nobody has any patience for anything. Everybody's just wanting money. Everything's about financial. Finance is this, finance, everything is just a mess. It's just a mess out here. We live in a messy world, so going to church definitely makes me stronger. You know what I'm saying? It definitely gives me the will to continue to keep going on. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like continue to keep going on like I'm off myself or something, but sometimes I'm just not strong. You know what I'm saying? You just go through so much in life that you break. That's why some people can't make it. They can't make life because they're tired of going through the BS. You know what I mean? So, but nobody out here is concerned about me, and it is what it is. I'm concerned. I'm the only one concerned about me. Me and God. Me and God and my new friends that I make online. But I stayed at work all day. But I was like, what else was I going to do? Nothing. I need the money, so I might as well try to make the money when I can. So it was like, you want to work? I'm like, I didn't really want to. I wanted to just go home and relax and enjoy the afternoon. But something was like, well, I don't want to go to the shelter, and I don't want to go anywhere and have to sit in my car for hours. So I was like, yeah, I might as well work, right? Might as well make some extra cash. Might as well make some extra cash. I believe in prayer. I believe in prayer too. I pray every day. Every single day I pray and ask God for strength and healing over my life. I pray for people, that don't mean me no good, stay out of my life. I pray every day. Every day that I wake up in the morning, sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm laying in bed. I'm like, oh man, I got to do this crap over again. Like the same stuff every single day. The shelter stuff, that crap is old. Like everything is just old. And then I'm going to the shelter, right? So when I get in there about 10 something, some of these women are going to be up looking at me. Some of them girls be in there stinking. Like this girl that stay next to the bed. I don't know if she don't wash right, but she be stinking. And she be having the nerve to be laying there in her underwear. I'm like, girl, you are around other women. Nobody wants to see you in your underwear. That's something you do in private, in the privacy of your own home. Nobody wants to see you laid out on the bed in your underwear. And you stink. And your fucking butt stinks. Like, excuse my language, but come on now. That's the things that you have to deal with inside homeless shelters. You have to deal with stinking, disgusting women who don't take care of their hygiene, and that gets old fast. Some nights I be like, yo, I'll sleep in my car tonight because I can't be sitting here smelling must, crushed, butt crack, and everything else. That's nasty. That's what happens in the shelter. So when you lose your place, just know if you go into a shelter, you're going to have to be dealing with some kind of stinking roommate that don't want to wash your behind the right way. And it's disgusting, but that's what happens in the shelter in its rawest form. That's what happens. So I'd be frustrated with that. I'd be like, well, damn, y'all, we're grown women here. Y'all don't know how to wash your hands. These girls go in the bathroom, come out, don't wash their hands. This is nasty, bro. Nasty, nasty women. I wash my hands even when I had my apartment and it was just me. I wash my hands every time I use the bathroom. You touching doorknobs, touching we're touching so many things, and it's nasty that these women. And I'm not saying all of them, but really, obviously, I never hear nobody washing their hands but me. I think I might have heard maybe 2 girls wash their hands. After that, there was no one. I don't never see them carrying around no soap. Like in the middle of the night, they getting up going to the bathroom, and my bed in the shelter is right over next to the bathroom. So I'm hearing everybody pissing all night. Like it's annoying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh God, Lord, I need a way. I need you to make a way for me. Make your way safe and clear. Make your way safe and clear, Lord Jesus. Because I'm quite tired of this. But, I'm getting to the end of things that I'm actually going through. So I know the end is near for me. But I got to bust my butt in the process. And I'm tired of it. So I don't know what to say. Stay strong. I am. I'm trying. I am. I have no choice. But sometimes I'm just tired. I rant and I'm just like over this whole stuff. But, I put myself in this situation. So, I don't blame anybody. I'm not pointing a finger at nobody. I did this to my damn self. So I got to suffer the consequences of my actions. So this is the consequence that I'm going to have to live with until I'm able to get stable again. Unfortunately, we do things. There's something called a consequence at the other end of that thing. And sometimes we don't want to deal with the consequences because it's just too much. It's too much. But But I appreciate you guys for encouraging me and giving me, like, giving me a pat on the back and saying, sis, you could do it. You could do it. Just keep going. Sometimes you be like, man, I'm tired of keep going. I'm tired of keep going. I'm not talking about doing anything crazy, but right now I'm just talking off the side of my neck because I am physically tired, right? I'm physically tired and I'm a little emotionally tired of doing the same stuff every single day. So yeah, that's how I feel. I feel physically tired and emotionally drained. And then when you go to work and you're surrounded by people who don't care about um, the goodness that you're bringing to the position of the job that you have to do. Like, I work in sales, so I work around a lot of people that it's a very male dominated industry, and sometimes the men could be so mean, and they could be so mean, they could be so aggressive, and there's really nothing you can do about it. They could be abusively, like, they could be a little abusive, and there's really nothing you can do but shut up and just keep doing your job because you'll be the one that's wrong, because everything is geared towards money. So everything is geared towards money. And sometimes I think about it, like, maybe I should go into sales. But then sometimes I think I'm scared. I don't know if I'm going to make it in sales. So I got to figure that out, what I want to do with that. Because I've really been thinking a lot about changing my job description and going into commission. But then I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. God's going to take me into that direction. God will let me know if I should do it or stand back. So I'm going to be praying on that too because I definitely could use that money. I definitely could use that money. Do you have a Cash App? Yeah, I have a Cash App. It's in the About section of my If you look in the About section, if you go to my main YouTube channel and it says the About, I think it's like the About section, my Cash App is on there. So if anybody ever want to bless me, like, I never ask for money, but my Cash App is up there because people do ask me, do you need a Cash App? Do you, I always take money if somebody's willing to give it. You know what I'm saying? But I never ask for it. I never ask for anything. But I appreciate any little thing that people give. Even if somebody give $1, I'm grateful for that. But I don't really talk about money on. I don't ask for anything. People just feel led. If they feel led, well, there it is. But for the most part, my shoulder hurting. But I had a long, drooling day, and the store that I was working at today is actually really busy. And I'm like, I'm not working at this store again. I'm in there working by myself too. So normally at the store, it's somebody that will work with me until at least 7 o'clock, and then she would go home. But this girl today, she left at like 3 something, and I was by myself all the way from like 3:30 until close. So I did good today, but I'm just drowned. I'm just exhausted. I'm homeless. Yeah, I live in a homeless shelter. You can see the description. You see everything. You see the hashtag. I live in a homeless shelter. Yeah, that's where I'm headed back to now. Going back to my homeless shelter. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm gonna get up and go to church tomorrow. I kind of don't feel like it, but I don't got nowhere else to go. I might as well go to church. You know what I'm saying? I might as well. But the good thing is, when I get back to the shelter, those girls will be in the bed. I mean, I ain't saying that they be asleep, but this little dirty girl that be by the front door, I be sick of her. Like, girl, you be stinking, musty, crusty, and dusty. I said, girl, what do you be washing when you get in that shower? Like, are you washing properly? And she had a nerve to be walking around in her underwear. Just because you're around a whole bunch of women, don't mean that you should be walking around in your underwear. That's disgusting. You do that when you got your own house. When you move into your own apartment, you walk around nude how you want to. But when you around women, you don't need to be walking around us like that. Because don't nobody want to see you. Because on top of that, you stink. So, but if you ever go to a homeless shelter, these are the type of things that you have to deal with. Other people and their nasty ways. People need to be kind to each other because you don't know what they are going through. Always be kind to each other. Yeah, that's great, being kind to people, but no one cares. We live in a world, no one gives a damn about what somebody else is going through. You know what I'm saying? And that hurts me because sometimes I just be like ready to snap. No one gives a damn. We live in a world where no one cares. And it's sad, but unfortunately, if you have someone in your life, a husband, a wife, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a family member, If you got somebody that love you, just be thankful and be very grateful for that, because even your own family ain't showing you no love out here in these streets. So just be grateful. If you have a love, you better be fucking grateful for that. Excuse my language, but just be grateful if you have somebody to hug you every day, to tell you, hey, you can do this. You have encouragement, you have love in your life. Be grateful, because the world is cold. The world is cold. Hello, how are you? The world is very cold. So if you have that love, you have a wife, a husband, somebody who's there in your corner, you're a very lucky person, because it's cold out here in these streets. Okay? And if you're a younger person watching me, the streets is cold, ice cold. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care about your feelings. Don't nobody care if they hurt your feelings. Don't nobody care if you. Don't nobody care. So I saw a homeless guy this morning. He was at the gas station. He didn't look like he had a drug problem. He looked like he was in a wheelchair, but he looked like he had his legs were like um it looked like his legs were like fat. His leg, like he had fluid in his legs. And I gave him $5, which wasn't gonna make or break me, but I told him, I witnessed to him. I said, God's gonna, keep praying. He said he believe in Jesus and stuff. But I said, keep praying, brother. You're gonna be okay, okay? So he was telling me the story about somebody at Wawa threw him out or something, and I just said, God bless you, and take the $5 and go get you some breakfast or something. You know what I mean? So he was in a wheelchair. He didn't look like he had like a drug problem or anything. I don't know, but um, I see homeless people all over the place. I mean, when you see a homeless person that's literally in a wheelchair and they're homeless, it just breaks my heart. You know what I mean? He was a white guy, and I felt so bad. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I wish I could help this person. Like, I don't know his story. I don't know how he got in that position, but all I saw was he was in a wheelchair, and his legs were just filled with fluid. Like, his legs were just fat. He had fat legs. So I don't know if he had diabetes. I don't know, but I said, here go $5. Go get yourself some coffee or something, like something. You know what I mean? And I really didn't have the $5 to give, but I gave it to him anyway. I didn't care, like, because I know that God gives back 100-fold. You know what I mean? He always gives back to me 100-fold. When I give, God gives back. So I just had a long journey today, and I'm tired. I'm gonna let this live stream run for an hour and just see, because I know once I start driving in these woods, it's gonna start acting up, and people are gonna start falling off anyway. But tomorrow, for sure, I'm coming on live again in the morning, and when I get out of church, I'm coming in live again. However I end my day, I'm gonna end my day on the live stream. So I'm doing live streams every day. I'm trying to do 2 live streams a day, so you guys are gonna see me up here every single day, just talking about my situation, talking about what I'm going through, talking about homelessness. And if y'all don't know, and if y'all are new here, I am a homeless woman. I live in a homeless shelter in the U.S. I live in a homeless shelter. I've been living in a homeless shelter now for about 3 weeks. And before I went to the homeless shelter, I was living in my car. I stayed in my car for 33 days. 33 days I stayed in my car. Yes, ma'am. Before I stayed in my car, I was living with a girlfriend. I was living with a friend of mine. I stayed with her for like 5 or 6 months, and then things just went awry from there. We just couldn't get along. So I was asked to leave. I left there. And then before that, I was staying with a family member, and that didn't work out either. So me, like, I can't really technically live with anybody. I have to just do it on my own, unless I get something like a roommate, somebody that I don't know. Because it seemed like when I live with family and people that I consider to be friends, it just never works out. So maybe if I could live with a roommate that's no kin to me, somebody I don't know, maybe it'll be a little bit better. So I don't know. And then shacking up with a roommate is hard too, because you don't know who that person is. And heck, you don't even know who your family is, to be honest. So I don't know. I don't know. I wish I could just take my car and fly home. fly home like a jumbo jet, right? I could probably be there in like five minutes. What are you guys up to this weekend? What did y'all do today? What are y'all doing tonight? What are y'all doing in the morning? How's y'all weekend going? Everything is not always about me. I'm gonna ask y'all questions as well, and I hope that y'all can answer the questions. You said, why can't I stay with family? Me and my family don't get along, so we don't get along. It's best for me to just stay. Sometimes it's best for you, for as a person. For me, it's best for me to just live by myself. Sometimes that's best. Sometimes living with family is not always the best option. So, I mean, you may get along with your family, but I don't get along with mine. So, it kind of is what it is. Everybody don't get along with their family like that. And I'm one of those people that I just need to be on my own, unless I get married or something. But I don't even foresee that happening in my life. But yeah, I'm okay being. I'm a loner anyway, and I'm okay. I'm okay being by myself. Now, if I have a partner, that's different. But like family and friends, it just never works out. So I don't even ask people like that I know. Hey, you got a room that you can spare? Do you have a room that you can rent? And maybe me being a part of a church is a good thing. Maybe somebody in the church might say that they're looking for someone to roommate with. You know what I'm saying? If you could roommate with someone that has your belief system, that believes in the things that you believe in, that makes things a little bit easier too. But me going into a roommate that I don't know, like somebody inviting me to their house, like a person that I don't know who you are, that's a little scary for me too, because I'm like, I don't know you as, you know, shacking up with someone that you don't know in a roommate situation is hard because whoever that person that you're living with, they're going to have a boyfriend, they're going to have a girlfriend, they're going to have somebody that they're dealing with. So that person is going to be coming to the apartment or whatever. So like as far as a roommate and all that too, I'm a little iffy about that too. But I also have to do what I have to do as well. And sometimes roommate situations don't really work out either. But I guess as long as I have everything in the contract, if I ever move in with a roommate, I'm going to make sure that I have enough money in savings. If something unexpectedly happens and I have to leave, you have to be prepared for literally everything. I got the hiccups, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know where this came from, child. But we have to be prepared for literally everything in life. Like we just don't know how things are going to turn out. I thought that I could stay with my niece because she loved and cared about me and she wanted to see the best for me after I went through so much loss. And even when I moved, where's these hiccups? I haven't had hiccups in so long. What is going on here? So I thought my niece cared about me. I thought she wanted to see me do well in life because I had lost a lot. That's why I had to move in where I lost my apartment. So she was encouraging me. And the funny thing was, these people, these family members and my friends or whoever, I didn't even ask my niece, hey, could I stay with you? My niece asked me, hey, you want to stay with me? You invited me into your space and then you turn around and kick me out? Like, I don't understand. If you know in your heart that you can't live with someone, whether it's a family, a friend, or whoever, if you know in your heart that you can't coincide with someone that's not your partner, your romantic partner, don't waste people's time. Because I could have reacted in a crazy way and I could have just raised hell in your house and I could have damaged your house, I could have trashed your house, but see, I'm not that kind of person. I walked away in silence, even though me and my niece, we had some words. She was cussing me out, I was cussing her out too. Because I was heartbroken. I was exhaustedly heartbroken for what she did to me. And she was the one that invited me into her house. She knew I was getting evicted. So she was like, well, come stay with me. You can stay with me for a year. And that was all lies. She didn't want me there with her. Because if it was easy for you to kick me out and I literally didn't do anything, she just got tired of me and my daughter being there with her. She just got tired of it. And that's what I say. Because people ask me, like, why did she kick you out? Like, what happened? I'm like, she kicked me out because she just didn't want me there no more. I didn't do anything to her. And I think the first error that she made in having someone stay with her was just not not having an extra room for me to dwell in. Like I was living literally in her living room every single day. Like when I got off of work, like I had a job and everything, and I was giving her rent money and everything. So I just think she got tired of me being there, and that's okay too. But if you get tired of people being around you, you might as well just not even invite them into your house. Period. Like why would you waste their time and yours? Like you're wasting my time. I'm the one homeless. You wasted my time just to kick me out on my behind. Like that was just messed up. I was like, that's the most hurtful thing that anybody could do to somebody is just throw them out in the street. Like they're nobody. Like you can leave. She wanted me to leave her house at like 11 o'clock at night. Just get out. I said, oh wow, you're gonna get what you deserve. You really are. You're gonna get what you deserve. Your comeuppance is on the way, baby. You don't do people any old kind of way. I'm just saying. And I haven't talked to her in over a year. So I'm not gonna talk to her again. I don't care if I don't never see her again in life. Like it don't matter to me. Like I don't care, baby. I'm gonna be okay. God gonna take care of this. God is able. God is able. God is able. And he won't fail. Tell me who can make the mountain move out of my way. Nice little voice on me. Okay. I really can't believe that I worked another shift. I've been working like this is my first off in like 7 days because I worked my days off last week. The days that I was supposed to have off, I actually worked them. I worked them. And then here go my boss telling everybody like, oh, all that overtime, we're gonna have to cut down on overtime. So you know what that means. When you cut down on overtime, all those people that's salary are the ones that they're expecting to be staying up in them stores so they can save them some bread. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gonna pay me, shoot. One of the managers could have came in here and worked one of them shifts today instead of calling me. But I'm like, listen, I want my money. I want my money. Yes, I do. I didn't come here for my health now. I didn't come here for shits and giggles. I came here to get that money, get that paper. We don't make enough. We don't make a lot anyway. Damn it. We not making a lot of money no way. Damn it. But it is what it is, right? You do what you got to do until you can get better. That's all. That's it, and that's all. I'm gonna have to go to the gym. I could take my iron upstairs, but I'm not taking that upstairs. These girls in the shelter are thieves, so they'll definitely steal from you. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't read the comments until I get to a stop sign or a red light, because I can't read them while I'm driving. I'm sorry. Not gonna be able to do it. We're not gonna be able to do it. The Wi-Fi probably messing up, ain't it? It's starting to buffer, y'all, because that's people starting to drop off. It's probably buffering a little bit, is it? If it's buffering, I'm sorry, but I can't help it. Nothing I can really do about that. But, oh, God, I can't wait to get me a place at some point in time in my life. I'll be so freaking happy. That's going to be the happiest moments of my life as of recent, when it's time for me to get a key, for me to move into my own place. Yo, I'm going to be so happy. Oh, my God. It's going to be a very emotional day for me. I'm going to cry. It's been such a long time coming. You know what I'm saying? It's been such long, long time, and I know change gon' come. It's been a long, long time coming, and I know change gon' come. Yeah, change gonna come at some point in my life. I can't be like this forever. Can't be like this forever, y'all. And I know change gonna come. I got Pop Tarts in my car that I can't even put in the toaster because I ain't got no toaster. I don't have access to. In the shelter, you don't have access to use their kitchen. I wish we did. I wish we could go in their kitchen and heat up stuff. But we don't have it like that. We got to just eat whatever they cook for us. So when you homeless, they give us 3 square meals a day, and I'd be grateful to get it. I'm thankful to get it, baby. Been a long, long time coming, and I know change gone. Hi, Teresa. Have you lived your own advice? God bless. I'm going to subscribe. Thank you, Art of War. That's sweet. I appreciate you. I see you guys are still hanging around. I got 11 thumbs up. Thank you guys. I appreciate the support. I don't always have days where I feel amazingly great. I'm just talking off the side of my neck tonight because I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. I feel exhausted, but I'm not like, I'm not suicidal or anything. I'm just talking about how I feel, and I feel exhausted today. And then I'm thinking, like, wow, I'm supposed to go to church tomorrow, and I don't even feel like going, but I have to go to church because I don't have anywhere else to go. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell y'all too, another thing. I didn't even go, when I went to this job today, even though I did a double, I didn't use the bathroom. I haven't used the bathroom in hours. But do the job care about that? Does anybody ever come over and say, hey, do you have to go to the bathroom or anything? Do you want to, you know what I'm saying? No one cares. No one cares. Nobody gives a darn. Nobody actually came over there and asked me if I needed to use the bathroom at all. This is how you know these jobs don't care nothing about you. They'll let you work like a slave. Going to church to bring your spirits up. Yeah, I'm going to church. By the time I wake up tomorrow, I just need to sleep it off. I am so sorry this happened to you. That's okay, cold November rain. You don't have to be sorry. Nobody got to be sorry for something I did to myself. Okay, I see somebody. I'm always watching, right? I'm always watching. I'm always side-eyeing my rearview mirrors. I'm always buy a small RV and live in campground. Save all your money, buy a house in 22 years. I don't have money for a camp. I don't have any money for a camper right now. I'm single. I'm a loner too. Yeah, planting my fall garden, clean up my house, and back to work. Nice. A woman's job is never done. I know. Try to get a little studio for your own. I hope so. I hope soon. You know what I mean? Curious, didn't it work out? Curious, why don't it work out? There's a lot of reasons why it didn't work out because I just figured my family and my people, after a while, they just didn't want to have me there anymore. It just didn't work out. It's deeper than that. If you want to know anything about why things didn't work out, you can look at my videos. I talk about that in other videos. I will be talking more about why things didn't work out. So I'm not going to talk about it on live. I will talk about it, but it's not going to be in the live video. So it's a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that happened with my niece, a lot of things that happened with my girlfriend that went on and took place that, you know, I just feel more so with my niece that I think she bit off more than what she could chew. She was trying to be helpful, and she was helpful. But after a while, I just think she would get annoyed the fact that she had to come home and see me in her living room every single day. I think she got tired of dealing with that. Even though I was paying her rent and stuff like that, I think that was a pet peeve for her. But I'm just saying, don't let nobody in your house then. You didn't have to let me in your house. And just let me in your house for you to let me out. And I know a lot of people say, well, I want to know what the story was, because they probably just sitting up here like they don't believe me. And I'm not here to get anybody to say, hey, whose side are you on? I don't care about that. I'm not worried about whose side I'm on, but I think some people, they always jump to the conclusion and say, well, you must have did something wrong for that person to put you out. So I get that a lot from people. They try to figure out what happened. And then when I tell them things that happened, they would say, well, there's always two sides to a story. Well, what you're saying don't even sound right. She probably put you out for a reason. It's always a reason why somebody put you out of their house. And just because they put you out of their house, it doesn't necessarily mean that what they did of putting you out is right. Just because I am the homeless person and they are the one that owned the house or apartment doesn't mean that it's right that they put you out in the streets. It doesn't mean they're right. But people that feel like this is my house or this is my apartment, I can do what I want, it doesn't make it right because that's their apartment and they got their lease. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make it right for what they did to me. So when I tell the story and I explain it to people, I get these whole bunch of people that always come in here and they start attacking me. As soon as you start questioning me and asking me why, just go watch my videos. If you want to know why, I'm going to make a whole series on why. And as soon as I make my series, of course, there's going to be a whole bunch of people saying, oh, I don't believe you. And you don't have to believe me. I really don't care about that. That is so far behind me right now. I am not focused on that anymore. But every now and again, I do think about it. Because she was my niece. She was somebody that's supposed to have loved me. I looked at my niece like she was my best friend because me and her related. We we've been single mothers, so that's how we kind of, that's our relationship. We talk about, things that we've been through with our children, and I thought we were family, you know what I'm saying? But when I moved in with her, I saw a whole different side of her. I saw how her nasty her attitude was. I saw how she really treated her children. I saw how she would come home from work and complain about the job. When now I know her, see, I never knew my niece until I lived with her. I didn't know that side of her. Sometimes we don't know a person. Like sometimes people say, oh, I married my husband, and then as soon as I married him, he turned into a monster. Have y'all ever experienced something like that with someone before? Like once you married them or you moved in with them, you just saw a different side of them. And you didn't like that side that you saw. I didn't like the side of my niece that I saw because I felt like she didn't want me there no more, and that hurt me. And I was like, damn, I even pulled her aside one day. I was like, did I do something to you? Like, what's going on? I'm feeling the waves. And then she gonna sit there and lie, talk about, oh no, everything's okay. Everything's okay. We just trying to get, so she was just BSing the whole time. Like, be honest. Be honest. Be honest. And she couldn't be honest. She just couldn't be honest. So, I got no ill will towards her. But, it is what it is, really. This is my life. And I can't live with nobody. I can't live with nobody. Because people will say one thing and turn around and do a whole nother. So, it kind of is what it is, baby. I don't dwell in the past no more, child. But every now and again, I do think about it. And I think about how hurt I was, of what she did and all this old stuff. But guess what? God got me, baby. It don't matter what a person think they did to me. It doesn't matter. Because I'm still out here surviving. In a homeless shelter or not, I am still out here living my best life. My best homeless shelter life. Sure am. We're not letting nobody stop us, honey. We gonna keep on moving. Gonna keep on going. We gonna keep on rolling. But I'm grateful every day. Every day she's super grateful. Oh, God. I'll be back in that homeless shelter by another freaking maybe 30 minutes. I'm so tired. I don't even feel like driving anymore. So my job called me to make some overtime. I'll be there. I'll be like, okay, I'll do it. Not that I want to do it, but I'm doing it because I need to. Like, I need the money. So I got to just do what I have to do. If I have to work 7 days a week, if I got to go flip burgers at McDonald's, I'm going to do what I have to do. Like, you know what I mean? People out here doing whatever they got to do to make money. They got to make. I got to go knock on people's doors and say, "Hey, do y'all need me to come over your house and make dinner for you and your family, like a personal chef?" But I'm not a chef, but I can cook. So, yeah, man, I don't know. We're gonna have to just do what we have to do to make money. So, like I said to people, if there's something that you're good at doing, go ahead and do it. Because guess what? Go ahead. You need to have a side hustle. We need side hustles. The money out here is not enough. That's why sometimes I be thinking like maybe I should go into sales. Maybe I should give sales a try. But see, I'm a little scared because I'm scared to fail. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared to be a failure, but I'm definitely got my ears and my eyes open to watching the other salespeople and how they communicate with the customers and how they can get sales. I'm got my eye open. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I can go in there and get some sales and I can get people to buy from me just by looking like a pleasant person, looking pleasant, looking professional, looking polished. That helps as well. You know what I mean? So whenever the Lord wants me to make the move to do that, I'm gonna just do it. So I'm gonna start doing my own research and see what sales are like. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a different job market for me. I was in like a CNA field. You know what I'm saying? Working in group homes, helping the elderly, helping the older people, helping the people that's in wheelchairs. That's my background. My background is not customer service or sales or nothing like that. But God can open up doors for me to prosper and to make the type of money that I've never made in my life. Like a lot of those salespeople that be making sales, imagine making sales every day. If you make a couple sales a day, by the end of the week, your check could be over a couple $1,000s. The good salespeople, their checks are over a couple thousand. They can make 5, 6,000, $10,000 in 1 week. So I'm just like, wow, if they can do it, maybe I can. You know what I mean? Sell me this pen. So I don't know. God gonna lead me in the direction I'm supposed to go into because this is a totally different ball game for me. It's a different ball game for me. I just wanna go to sleep, 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 sleep. I just wanna go to sleep, 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 sleep. I just wanna go to sleep, 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 sleep. I just wanna go to sleep and get rich, rich, rich. I just wanna get rich, 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 rich. I just wanna get rich, 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 rich. I just wanna get rich, 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 rich. I just wanna get rich, 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 rich. I just wanna get rich, 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 rich. I just wanna be rich, rich, rich. Ah, I just wanna be rich. I want some money. I ain't got to worry about nothing no more. I ain't gonna say if I'm rich, I ain't gonna have no problems. Rich people be having problems too, but darn it, it ain't gonna be much. You gotta speak into existence. I just wanna get rich, 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 rich. I just wanna get rich, 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 rich. I'm rich. I'm rich, 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 rich. I just wanna be rich, 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 rich. I just wanna get rich. Don't we all wanna be rich? I mean, I don't even have to be rich, right? And I'm healthy. What an amazing life that would be, right? First thing I'm gonna go do is get a passport. First thing I'm gonna do is I get rich, win the lottery or something, or money just falls out the sky somewhere.